Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a rather sad video because this is a 212A, the Tier 9 Soviet SPG, and unfortunately this is the last battle that this player, reginaldoasrock, is going to play in this vehicle because he's selling it. Don't sell Arty, you sell Arty, my god, you keep them. Well, we're on the north spawn of mines, and he's selling this SPG because he's moving up to tier 10 and he needs the credits, so he's selling it and disposing of it, and this is his last game. Oh, so sad. I can't bear to sell any Arty. I keep them all. I secretly hoard them. Okay, Reginaldo's going straight away for the early counter battery. He's looking into the enemy area, that area at the rear where they tend to congregate, and he's looking to place a shell into that back area. Looking for tracer. Does he see a tracer? So it sometimes helps to use the V key. Switch off all cues. Ah, there you go. There's one. And round goes in straight away. Waiting to see, did he get a hit? Doesn't appear so, but he has moved and relocated to avoid being hit himself. I suspect that the enemy fired and immediately relocated. That's why we didn't see any results. He may have hit it. He may have splashed it. There he goes again. Rounds out. This time he did hit it. Batch at 155.55 has ended. He's back in the garage. So yes, he probably did hit it the first time. And he's relocating. But he is actually fairly close to the central rock. That T-49 could have seen him, but he's been taken out the game. But he's going to an unconventional place right in front of the plateau. And again, he's looking for counter battery. There's the enemy, and he's been spotted. M53 rounds out. And he's going to watch this one. And it was a direct hit and kill. That's both enemy Artys have been dealt with. He's got a counter battery medal. Well played. Well, you can see why he's so good in the 212A, but oh, I do wish he'd keep Arty instead of selling it, but not everybody can afford to do that. Yes, he's obviously played a lot of games in this particular Arty to be able to do that with such confidence. Okay, he's relocating himself onto the plateau. Now looking to hit targets on south approach. E75 behind the rock. Now he can fire in that position there, but once he's actually behind the rock, no, he's just stunned him there. But he has actually been taken out by the GW Tiger, so that was good teamwork. That forced the enemy to stay in place. So that E75 was nicely taken out because he had to hug the rock. Wizzy 111. This is the tank destroyer version. No, he's not going to fire because he's lost sight of him temporarily. But he can see a Lorraine 40T on the south approach to the hill. Rounds out. And he splashes him. That shell landed just in front of him. But he still managed to do 258 hit points of damage. And he's relocating straight away. He doesn't have to relocate now to avoid counter battery fire because he has taken out both the enemy Arty. He's doing it to get a better angle on his opponents. Okay, he's changed his view. He's going after an IS-6 which was seen on the island. Now, very likely to be hiding on that side of the rock because there's a bush there that allows you to see what's going on the plateau without being seen yourself. He wouldn't poke his head around the other side because if he did, he would be spotted. And that IS-6 has been taken out. Right, there's the Wizzy 111 that he saw earlier and aimed at. Of course, it's not loaded at the moment, so he can't fire at it. It's an AMX 65 ton coming up to shoot. It's almost ready. Following it back, but the rock face is in the way, so he can't. Now he can. He can splash it from there, but no, he's holding on to his shots because he wants to get a direct hit. In the meantime, he's going back to the Lorraine 40T on the south approach. No, have a quick look. Could he use right hand mouse button there? He wouldn't have disturbed his aim on the east side of the donut. Okay, T-34 with not much in the way of hit points. Now, if he hits him, he will take him out because splash will probably be enough to deal with him. Round out. No, fell behind. I think he's going to have to move. No, he's just changing position slightly to get a better angle. It would probably be better if he moved off the rise where the GW Tiger is. He's probably got direct line shots on everything on the east side of the donut. But on the other hand, if he does stay where he is, he can still hit the 40T, which is on the south approach. Now, supposedly, there's an enemy tank, or a tank destroyer, located there. Rounds out. No. No sign. Ah, right, now it appears there's a Revelarice back here. What he's doing there, I really don't know. Wrong place for that tank. I think he's probably an inexperienced player who's obviously deciding to camp at the back. Well, Arty prevents camping. And that round hit the target. So he's now learned a lesson. Do not camp in bushes and fire your gun, because it gives away your position and you can be taken out. Okay, that Lorraine 40T's come around to the east side to help his team on that side. There's a Chrysler GF Grand Final on the south approaches, but we haven't seen him in a while. There's a T-34 in the donut, so he should be able to spot it. In the meantime, we've got the Waffenträger Alpha Panzer here on the other side of the donut, spotting everything that's coming up the east side. They've just lost their T-34. And the GW Tiger's moving over to the far east side of the battlefield. Now that should actually help him get very good shots on the defenders that are further south. Right, now, the Wizzy 111, or no, the Lorraine 42 and the Wizzy 111 have turned up on the south approaches. Now, I think he's firing rounds in there, trying to catch that Revelarice. Remarkably, the scores are still fairly even, not particularly one way or the other. Even so, it seems that most of the enemy forces seem to be camping around their base, not actually fighting. Okay, there's that AMX 65 ton. He's come round the rock, and he's round the mines, and he's now on the south approach. And he got a direct hit there. The shell overshot its actually intended hit point and hit the AMX 65 ton right on the front. So that was very happy accident there. No, I think he's wondering if the Revelarice has moved over to the west side and is defending his cap from just behind that rock. Firing a round in just to test the water. No result. Still indicating that position behind the M53 wreck. Fires another round in. Still got plenty of ammo. 26 rounds to go. Unfortunately, the GW Tigers just send a very rude message. The only reason to relocate is actually to get a better angle on the targets. And actually, in actual fact, reginaldoasrock is actually in the right position. Not the wrong position, the right position. Because at this position, he can actually fire on the south approaches to the mines. The GW Tiger can't because he's on the wrong side of the centre rock. But the Chrysler has actually been found on the island. It's been spotted. Now that means Reginaldo is in even more the right position. You see that shell there from the GW Tiger hit the rock. It didn't hit the grand final. Whereas Reginaldo's round will probably hit the grand final smack on. If he stays where he is. Right, there's Lorraine. He's on the island. He's been hit by the 40T. Rounds out. And he gets a kill shot. 232 hit points, which justifies and vindicates his decision to stay where he was. So the GW Tiger was completely wrong. Absolutely wrong. He should apologise to Reginaldo because Reginaldo did do it correctly. He stayed in a position where he could cover both sides of the map. Now I must admit, I did suggest that he should drop onto the ground into grid squares A5 or A6. Because from those positions he could probably get a better angle on the east side. Oh, he's just killed the grand final as well! So that GW Tiger owes an even bigger apology to Reginaldo now. Because he's just taken out two of the most dangerous opponents on the enemy team. He's the GW Tiger has just said 3 min, how about a move now? And Reginaldo sent a rather rude message back. I won't repeat it, but yeah, I think he's actually made his point. He's made his point very succinctly by taking out two of the most dangerous opponents with very carefully placed shots, even after taking a direct hit from the 40T. Now he is relocating, but he's headed towards the island, because from the island he can get a different angle from the GW Tiger to fire into the enemy cap area. I do like it when somebody's been proven to be absolutely correct in their decision to stay in the position they did. Okay, now Reginaldo has stopped where he is in the midway to the island. Now it's almost, you might say, at an angle similar to Nigel's spot in C1, but he's having a look at the target that was seen, the AMX-65 and the Wizzy 120. No, he's having a look at the defenders. There's the Revelarice. Spotted the Revelarice again. Taking a lot of hits. The splash would do it now. Rounds out. And he gets him! And he's taken out the Revelarice. So that's his fifth kill. The GW Tiger only has 1 kill. And he has 5. Now, that's more than vindicated Reginaldo's decision to do what he did. More than vindicated. In fact, actually, he's almost showing off and saying to the guy, look, I know more about Arty than you do. And I think he does, actually. Now, going after that Wizzy 111 GFT. Tank destroyer. No, he's decided to go instead for the T28. Zeroing in the aim. Moves the reticule over target. Rounds out. Oh, it overshot. But he picked up some stun assist, and the T28 has actually been taken out. And the clock is now ticking. So they've had 15 minutes. There's only 2 enemies left. The AMX-65. And I think they can deal with him. A splash could get him. Almost reloaded, and he's taken out the game. So there's only 1 enemy left. It's the T25 pilot. And he must be in this area at the back. But they've got to find him in the next 24 seconds or they're going to lose. It will be a draw. Well, they won't lose. It will be a draw. Oh, there he is. Get the angle right. Rounds out. Oh, and he's been killed. And so they won that with 0 seconds to spare. Oh, that was a good battle. I enjoyed all 15 minutes of that. That was good fun. And it's an ace tanker for reginaldoasrock in the 212A. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. He picked up a fighter badge because he got at least 4 kills. And he picked up a Gore's medal for getting 10 times the hit points. Sorry, 10 times the damage damage exceeding 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And of course he picked up the counter battery very early on in the battle by taking out both of the enemy Arty, the Bachatilion 155-55 and the M53 M55 before they really had any impact in the battle whatsoever. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he really did demonstrate to that GW Tiger player that he really knows his business, because he did almost a third more of the damage than the other player did. 4,032 hit points as opposed to the 2,994 done by the GW Tiger. Reginaldo managed to get 5 kills, whereas the GW Tiger only got 2, so more than double there. And Reginaldo got 1,168 experience points, whereas the GW Tiger only got 849. He fired 21 shots, got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 12 splash damage, damage of 4,032 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He did receive a hit from the Lorraine 40T, and it was a penetration. He did damage 8 of the enemy, but killed 5 of them. He also did stun assistance damage of 631 off 12 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 53,313 credits. After repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 4,323 credits. I think that's actually due to the fact that A, he was firing expensive ammo, and he did fire some premium rounds as well during that battle. He received 1,752 experience points, but he had a personal reserves bonus going at the same time, so he took away 3,504 experience points in total. So yes, 212 Master Clicker, the comeback. Yep, you certainly did get a mastery there, and you did it in style. Showed that GW Tiger player that he should keep his mouth shut and not try to criticize players who are better than him during any battle. If you enjoyed this replay, because I certainly did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in our next video.